Hi, I'm Mark Turner, president of the Gilroy Chamber of Commerce, and we're back doing our Why Gilroy segment. And as we get started, I always like to thank Bracco's Towing for sponsoring this segment. But in this segment, we're actually here with Krys Peña with KM Design and Photography. Krys, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, Krys, before we get started, tell us a little bit. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Of course. So I'm actually originally from San Jose. I was born and raised in San Jose, moved to Gilroy about 5 years ago with my husband, his family. We've been here in Gilroy. I love it here. It was a little bit different of a adjustment, but I love the community here. I immediately tried to look into how I can get involved, and that's when I became a member of the Gilroy Chamber. And I just love it. I do photography, I do graphic design and web design. A little bit about me, and yeah, and I love it in Gilroy.
Well, we're certainly glad to have you here and certainly as a part of the Chamber of Commerce. So thanks for being a member. Hey, why Gilroy? Why did you choose to set up shop and do your photography business here in Gilroy?
So I decided to, well, first of all, I was working for as a photographer and marketing in Morgan Hill when I first moved to Gilroy. I left that job and then I decided to just start my own business, doing photography and web design. And I just felt that it was a great way to get to know the community as well as helping the community in Gilroy. Um, and I just fell in love with how close everyone is attending the meetings at the Gilroy Chamber. Um, and that's what I love about this town. Like everyone is so supportive, so encouraging, and it's very tight knit. And that's what I grew to love as I kept living here in Gilroy.
Well, you certainly have described what so many of the people we've talked to through our Why Gilroy segments have said as well. Gilroy is a very supportive community,
Mhm.
and it's been proven over and over again that we have resiliency here and really residents that support our local small businesses.
Mhm.
This past year has been very difficult with COVID-19. Many businesses have suffered through this year, and
Yes.
events have been canceled, weddings have been canceled. How have you been able to adjust? What have you done in order to keep your business going this past year?
It was a big adjustment for me when COVID first hit last March, which is almost a year ago. Um, I was very slow March and April because there was so much new uncertainty with, everything with the economy. And then, with my business, it's a lot of word of mouth. So a lot of my business comes to me, and I do very little promoting and looking for work, which is, amazing. And people in Gilroy, they've been so generous and gracious with me, and I got super busy in June, so I had to adjust. Of course, staying distanced, wearing the masks. There was a time, I think, at the beginning where photography wasn't allowed, and then I did, see online that it was, available to do outdoor photography, which most of my work is outdoors. Um, and I did have to adjust with, of course, not being able to do events, things canceling on me. I did have weddings booked. We had to, some of them just full on wanted their money back because they lost their job. So I was definitely very considerate about that and understanding. Um, and then of course there was rescheduling. So hope, crossing fingers, my rescheduled for this year will go through, and it all just depends. But that's something I had to really adjust to, just with people's, way of thinking about COVID and things like that.
I know at one point for you at mid-summer, late summer last year, you became very creative in how you were doing things, even offered up porch portraits. Tell us about that.
Yes, yeah. So the same time I got busy with graduation pictures was the same time I decided to promote porch portraits, which means I would go to people's houses who were interested, and I would take their portraits just in front of their front door or in front of their house. And I got very positive feedback from that. I mean, it was so much fun. I got a lot of people in Gilroy that, supported me. Um, and a part of the porch portrait donations would go to that fundraiser. So I wanted to make it for a good cause.
Yeah, and we appreciate that. That fundraiser really was helping us to purchase PPEs for our local
Yeah.
hospital. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so we
Mm-hmm.
certainly appreciate that. I thought it was a very creative approach that you took. And I think, again, it just shows how businesses and entrepreneurs find ways of adjusting and maintaining business and income and revenue and all that. You did a great job with that. Now, there are other services that you offer. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I mainly do photography that I'm mainly known for, but I also do web design, graphic design, social media marketing. I've been very busy, especially with last year, helping local businesses and my current web design clients create social media graphics and flyers for them for their services, just to make sure that people know that they're still open, that this is what they're offering. Here's our specials, because some places, some restaurants, at some point they were only open for takeout, so they still wanted to try to, still be in business and still be able to provide their services and say, hey, you know this is what we're offering for takeout, at this time. So fortunately, we have the outdoor dining going on right now. So once holidays come around, any holiday like St. Patrick's Day or Mother's Day, I'm always creating graphics for businesses like that to help them strive through.
Very good. Well, we know that you also have some good news to share with us.
Yes, so I'm currently 13. I'm trying to keep track. I'm 13 and a half weeks pregnant right now. I am due this coming September, early September. So me and my husband were very, very excited about that. And yeah, so with that said, if anybody is interested in photography this year, I'm also going to just be available. I'm giving myself available up until August to do pictures. I do have other local photographers that I do know. If someone is looking for one, if someone's getting married or needs photography towards the end of the year.
Well, early September. Wow, could have a different meaning for you with Labor Day this year.
Exactly. I know. I might have my baby on Labor Day.
Well, Krys, tell us if someone is interested in contacting you for photography or one of the other services that you provide, what's the best way for them to reach you?
My website's www.krys/mandilic.com. They can email me at @mandilic@yahoo. I do also have an Instagram account, and I have a Facebook account. If anybody's interested, they can reach out to me, most definitely.
Again, thank you for joining us today. We certainly appreciate you being a part of our Why Gilroy segment.
Thank you for having me.
Well, that does it for now. I'm Mark Turner, president of the Gilroy Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for joining us.